So I was at the grocery store and I was at the checkout. It was with me and my son. So he's 5. At the
Mm,
checkout, I actually started my car on the walk to it with my key fob, and I was loading him up and the groceries in the car, put him and buckled him up, and I was taking the cart back to the front of the store like a good person. If you
mm,
don't do that, you're a scumbag. But anyways,
I agree.
so as I put the cart back in the row, and a guy comes out of the store who I haven't seen in like 2 years,
Mm,
and he's a talker. I love the guy to death, but he's a talker, and I'm like,
uh,
fuck. It was great to see him. Great to see him. It was great to see him, but I'm like, my kid's
uh,
in the car, like, and I'm at this point from where the carts are, when my son is in the car, 30 feet away, 40 feet away, not very far.
mm,
So he starts talking to me. So I lock the car from my key fob because I was like, he's in the car. Car's on, it's hot, whatever. AC's on, no big deal.
mm,
So the guy's talking to me, and a car pulls up next to my car, and I see it. I see the car pull up, and the guy's talking. So I'm like, I got him. I'm looking at him, and I'm looking over there.
mhm.
And a woman gets out, and she looks in the car, like with a kind of a look of disgust. And I'm like, fuck, this lady probably thinks that I left my kid in the car. Um,
Yeah.
and that and immediately now I create this whole thing in my head. Immediately I felt attacked as a father because like I think I'm a very good father, and it's weird to say that out loud, but like I make it a point to like be a good dad, right?
Mhm.
So I made this thing up in my head, like this woman knows that it's me, and like I'm like, oh, this woman thinks that I'm a scumbag or whatever. And the person that was driving walked around the front, and the girl's like, she's like, can you believe someone would leave a little kid in the car like that? Blah blah blah. And she's walking, and I just kind of like, not, I didn't yell, but I aggressively said to her, I'm like, the car's running. Don't worry about it. The car's running. And she's like, well, someone could get in the car and take off. And I'm like, I'm right here. I got it under
Yeah.
control. I'm right here. And she's, oh, well, I didn't know. And she walked in the store. And I stood there and I'm like, what the hell was that? Like, what? I said, where did that come from? I was just like, who am I? Where did that come from? I
Mm,
mean, obviously, granted, she could have looked around and probably assumed that I was the owner or the other guy was the owner or whatever. But
mhm.
so I said to the guy, listen, I gotta get going. I got to go in and apologize to that lady. So I got my son out of the car and we went and found her. And I said, listen, I'm really sorry for what just happened. She's like, no, I'm sorry too. I said, no. I said, what you did was there's nothing wrong with what you did. You were just concerned for a child's well-being.
Mhm.
And how dare I kind of speak to you like that? Like you didn't know who I was, but like I'm like, what? I said, what the fuck? What am I doing?
Yeah.
Like it's just it's like to this day I don't really know, you know where that came from. And then we were with my family on vacation, and my brother and I we're brothers, right? Like so we started
Mhm.
mouthing off back and forth and kind of got face to face, and I shoved him. I'm like, oh, what the fuck am I doing? And I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I need to talk to somebody or what, but like, is the world just like finally like just like beating me down or whatever it is, or maybe I just need to start like working out and just some kind of release. I don't know, but yeah,
No,
sorry to
I don't.
go.
No, that's no. But I don't think like I think that that's just being human, to be honest.